So here is KRYS Krystal Biotech. This finishes at $88.24 today. That is up 121.65%. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is NRXP NRX Pharmaceuticals. This finishes at $8.10 today, and that is up 20%. So we briefly talked about this stock on Friday. It was trending on StockTwits. Not top 10, but today it did make the top 10, so we'll talk about it. And there was news on this today, probably the reason why it went up so much today. So let's take a look at that first. NRX Pharmaceuticals identifies significantly higher likelihood of surviving and recovering from critical C19 in xyesomine treated patients previously administered remdesivir. So I'm not a medical professional, but basically this drug, xyesomine, helps with the C19, and they have some positive results from their clinical trials. So very good PR. Apes liked it, jumped in and started buying the stock, and pushed it up 20% today. So not much else to say. Let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, there's a gap down at 1480. So that is a bullish indicator that is telling us this stock should come back up to 1480 eventually to fill that gap. Don't know how long it's going to take. Could be in the short term, could take a little while. But the gaps usually do fill, so very noteworthy. This also looks like a possible cup and handle in the making. Top of the cup could be around 11, 1650, or 26-ish. So not quite sure where the top of the cup is, but those are all currently bullish indicators because that means this stock should run back up to 11, 1650, or 26 eventually to fill the cup. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 855 and 755. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 855, 970, $11, 1185, 1290, 1380, 1485, 1565, 1690, 1795, 1985, 2160, 2345, 2550, and then 2740. And there is resistance above that, but we're not going to discuss that right now. Should not be too relevant. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 755, 645, 555, 460, and then the low of 405. So right now at this current price, 810, the channels to the upside and the downside are decently sized, so expect a good amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 4405 to the upside, the channel starts to open up and get real wide, so expect a significant increase in price action if/when this breaks 4405, and it's probably going to be a while before then. The RSI is currently at 56, so pretty average there. So according to the RSI, this current price of 810 is around fair market value, and this did 74 million in volume today. Very significant volume. Average volume is 1.5 million, so a huge volume day. This was actually the biggest volume day of the year. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. So just my opinion, not financial advice, guys. So usually when things pop on PR, they do pull back in the short term. So I do expect a slight pullback. Not much though, in the short term. Longer term, this stock does look pretty good. The stock does look bullish. Like I said earlier, there's a gap down at 1480 and a possible cup and handle. So those are both bullish indicators. Really no bearish indicators, and we have a neutral indicator in the RSI. And as of right now, these C19 stocks are very popular and have been running up a lot lately. So the stock does have a lot going for it, fundamentally and technically here. So yeah, short term, it might pull back a little bit, but longer term, this does look like a good buy to me. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, this current price of 810 isn't exactly the best entry. If you are willing to hold long term, then I would say go for it. And if it pulls back, then you could just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. And it really should not go below 407, the all-time low. If it does, that might be a problem, but highly doubt it's going to go below 407. So I would support going long at 810 and lower. I would say either 14.80, 17, or 26 would be a good time to exit. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. Doesn't make too much sense right now. Again, a lot of bullish indicators, no bearish indicators, and this is still at a relative low. While you can make some money going short here, it's really not going to be much, and the risk is not worth the reward. There's a good chance it's going to keep running to the upside, and you're going to lose money if you go short here. Going short here would be a high risk, low reward play. Again, doesn't make too much sense, so don't recommend that, guys. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. Definitely looks like a good long-term hold, in my opinion, not financial advice. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is NRXP NRX Pharmaceuticals. Okay, here is ISPC ISpecimen. This finishes at $20.42 today. That is up 16.62%. So we covered this stock on Friday. It was trending top 10 on StockTwits, and once again, it is trending top 10 on StockTwits today. So we'll cover it once again. So on Friday, I said it looked like it was squeezing. Don't know if the squeeze was over or it was going to keep going. And today, it appears like it kept on going. And there's a very good chance this will keep on squeezing in the short term, in the next few days. So there was news on this stock today. So let's take a look at that. So the news was that the company announced it raised $21 million via the sale of stocks and warrants. It was a private placement sale. So honestly, that's not the most bullish news, but the ape seemed to like it, kept on buying, and kept on squeezing the stock today. So at one point, this did hit $29, pulled back very significantly back to $20.40. But still a green day, still up 16.62%. So great day for the stock, and it still appears to be squeezing. So let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, we do have a gap up at 510-ish. So that would be a bearish indicator that is telling us this stock should come back down to 510 eventually to fill that gap. Probably going to happen in the short term. I know that's not a popular opinion, but I'm just reading the chart, guys. Don't hate me. So right now, this is sitting on the support of 2045, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 24.65, and then the high of $29, which is set today. And if it breaks $29, then it's onto the upside, onto uncharted territory, and the market will decide for itself what this stock is worth. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 1830, 1650, 1320, 1145, 1015, 890, 805, 720, 635, 570, 520, and then the low of 575. And right now at this current price, 2042, the channels to the upside and the downside are very wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. The RSI is currently at 80, so that is overbought and overvalued, so be careful, guys. And this did 56 million in volume today, very significant volume, so this pump today was confirmed by the volume. This is pulling back in the aftermarket here, below $20, so that would be a bearish indicator because the aftermarket action and the pre-market action is a good indication of how tomorrow is going to trade. So it's pulling back right now, so there's a good chance tomorrow this is going to pull back. All right, guys, so we have a lot of bearish indicators here. Gap up, high RSI, and it's pulling back in the aftermarket. No neutral indicators and no bullish indicators. Really, the only thing bullish this stock has going for it is the strong social media sentiment. But eventually, that's going to have to fade. So this stock may not be done squeezing just yet. It still may keep going to the upside a little longer in the next few days. But eventually, in the short term, this will have to pull back. And it's going to go down just as fast as it went up. So be careful, guys. Someone's going to end up holding the bag. Make sure it's not you. If you want to go long, not financial advice. Personally, I would not do that. It's just way too risky at this point. I don't like that play. But again, there still is more upside potential. It may not be done squeezing just yet. So if you guys do want to go long, I could support that. Just understand it is a straight up gamble. Going long here would be a high risk, high reward play. Again, way too risky for my liking. But if you guys understand that you are gambling and you're willing to lose some money here, then I would say sure, go for it. But the smarter play would be to hold off. Again, this should come back down to 510 to fill the gap eventually. So if you do like this stock in the long term, then I would just wait and be patient and you should be able to get this back at 510 eventually. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, seems like a pretty good play. I'm not going to say excellent because it may keep going to the upside in the short term, but again, there's a lot of bearish indicators, and they should pull back to 510 eventually. So from this current price, 2040, that is a 75% downside. A lot of downside potential, a lot of tendencies to be made. Going short here looks like a no-brainer to me, personally, so I would support that. Now, I will just say, again, it may not be done squeezing just yet. There is still risk involved here. As long as you hold and you're able to withstand some potential loss here, this should pull back in the short term very quickly. But going short here would be a medium risk, very high reward play. So definitely worth a shot. Again, this will pull back eventually. It's just a matter of when. But yeah, going short looks like a really good play to me. I could support that. A lot of downside potential, a lot of tendencies to be made. So I guess the big question is, will this continue to squeeze tomorrow? Possibly, but right now it's not looking great. It's down to 19 in the post-market here, so again, that's a good indication this will sell off tomorrow. But we'll see. So, congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. Consider taking profits if you're up. Not financial advice, but again, looks really bearish in the short term. So, better safe than sorry. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is ISPC ISpecimen. So here's KRYS Krystal Biotech. This finishes at $88.24 today. That is up 121.65%. So here's another biotech stock that is going crazy. It appears like it squeezed today. This biotech stuff has been very, very popular of late. Everything is mooning. But we did have a few reasons as to why this went up so high today. We do have news and some upgrades, so let's check it out. So Krystal Biotech announces positive top-line results from GEM3 pivotal trial of Vyjuvek, I hope I said that right, in patients with dystrophic epidermolysis bullosa. So again, I am not a medical professional. I have no idea what any of this means. But what's important is that they had positive trial results. Not only the apes like this news and piled in, the institutions also really like this news and also piled in. So let's take a look at the upgrades today. H.C. Wainwright upgrades to 124. Evercore upgrades to 125. Guggenheim upgrades to 133. Cohen upgrades to 111. Chardon upgrades to 140. Goldman Sachs upgrades to 125. So again, great PR. Apes loved it. Institutions loved it. Everyone piled in, and the stock was squeezing today. At one point, it hit 103. It has since pulled back to 88. So pretty significant pullback there, but the stock still finishes up over 121%. So great day for the stock. Congratulations to everyone. So let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, we have a gap up today at 4140. So that is a bearish indicator. That is telling us the stock may come back down to 4140 eventually to fill that gap. So right now, this is sitting on the support of 88.25, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 91.20, and then the high of 103, which it hit today. And if it goes past 103, then it's onto the upside, onto uncharted territory, and the market will decide for itself what this stock is worth. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 85.45, 83.05, 80.95, 78.75, 76.85, 74.60, 72.70, 70.15, 68.35, 66.60, 65.20, 63.60, 62.15, 60.25, 58.50, 56.70, 54.95, 53.55, 51.80, 50, 48.75, 47.45, 46.50, 45.55, 44.10, 41.40, 39.65, and then the low of 38.85. So right now at this current price, 88.25. The channels to the downside are pretty decently sized, so expect a good amount of price action if this runs to the downside. But to the upside, the channels are wide and uncharted, so expect a significant increase in price action if this continues to run to the upside. RSI is currently at 78, so that is overbought and overvalued, so be careful, guys. And this did 8.5 million in volume today. Very significant volume. This was the biggest volume day ever for this stock, So this pump slash squeeze today was confirmed by the volume. And in the aftermarket here, this is still running to the upside. It's at $91. So that is a good indication for tomorrow's trading. If this holds through the post-market and the pre-market, there's a good chance this stock will keep on going to the upside tomorrow. So just my opinion, not financial advice, guys. This one is a bit complicated. Just going off the TA, this does look extremely bearish. There's a lot of bearish indicators here. High RSI, high volume, gap up, all-time high today. So usually this would be a clear short. But in this situation, we do have institutional money coming in, which makes this situation a lot more complicated. When there's institutional money at play, they pretty much can artificially hold the stock up and manipulate it any way they want, and it's not going to go down until they want it to. I think in the short term, this will continue to run to the upside. Maybe longer term, it'll come back down when they want it to, but definitely in the short term, it probably will keep running to the upside here. So honestly, I wouldn't go long or short here. This is just way too risky either way. You should be able to make some money going long, but it's definitely not going to be that much. You missed the opportunity for making the big tendies today, but if you do want to go long, I could support that, but it's an okay play. You can make some tendies here. In my opinion, it's not even really worth it. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. This is a very bearish looking chart and would be an easy short. Again, usually by all traditional standards, but the institutional money definitely is holding this up, and it probably will not pull back in the short term. Maybe longer term, yes, but not anytime soon, I would say. So I don't think it's a good idea to go short. You're probably not going to make money here. You're probably going to lose some money. I'm just going off experience here. I've seen this many times before. There's really no point in going short here. We're the little guys, and it's very hard to compete against these hedge funds here. If they want it to stay up, it's going to stay up. So I don't recommend going short here, guys. So in summary, going long is an okay play, not great, and going short is not the greatest play. To me, it's just better to stay away from this altogether. And the big question is, will this continue to squeeze tomorrow? There's a good chance it will. It's up to 91 in the post-market, so probably going to keep running to the upside. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. Consider taking profits if you're up, not financial advice. But you got to be happy with these gains. Don't get too greedy, guys. Secure them. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is KRYS Krystal Biotech. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe. And catch me every weekday after market close on The Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.